So with us this week we have Chris Osborne. He's the spotter for AJ Allmendinger in the Shell Pennzoil Dodge for the Sprint Cup Series, and also Sam Hornish Jr. in the Worth and Alliance Truck Parts Dodge in the Nationwide Series. So we had a couple questions that were submitted to us from Facebook and Twitter for you, Chris, this week. And Josie Smathers would like to know how long it takes a spotter and a driver duo to talk to one another efficiently.
I mean, it varies between drivers and spotters. Some people go through 2 or 3, 4 or 5 spotters through the course of a 4 or 5 month period when they have to make a change to find the right combination. Some just hit it right off. AJ and I were fortunate enough to hit it right off. We went to the Daytona test in January in Daytona and hit it right off. He had talked about me going to all of our short track tests and everything through the off season to make sure that chemistry was right between us. And after we went to the first Daytona test, he said that he felt 100% comfortable and that I didn't need to go with to the short track test. So it just kind of varies on spotters and drivers, and number one factor is just making that driver comfortable. So that's the task at hand.
All right, next question is from P. Louis Agosto. Is curious to know if you spot the entire race from start to finish, and if so, do you stand the entire time, or do you get a chance to eat or go to the bathroom?
We do stand the entire time on top of a front stretch building here at Sonoma. We're up on top of one of the mountains where we can see the entire racetrack. But yes, we do stand the entire race. In between cautions, or if there happens to be a red flag, you can grab you a drink and a pack of crackers or something really quick. But the majority of the time, you just grab a sip of something to drink under caution, and that's about the only time you get a break.
All right, next question is from Chip Wilson. Wants to know, what's the hardest part of your job?
I don't know that any one part is any harder than the others. Number one goal is to keep your driver safe all day long from start to finish, and just let him know what's going on around him and things that are happening on the pit road while he's on the pit road. I really don't know that there's one part that's any harder or more important than the other.
Okay. Next question from Mike McGrath. He asks how a spotter's role differs on road courses. Does the driver do more on his feel when he's passing, or does he rely more on you?
Well, on his passing, him passing the car in front of him, it's a judgment call on the driver. It's very important with the braking corners that you have at a road course, and paying attention to the guys behind you, to make sure that you give him the information if they're trying to get a run into the corner and out braking, entering the corner. And then as far as the spotting goes, we're always inside, outside, clear high, clear low at a normal oval track. Here, I always have to, and I don't have to, but I just make it a point to say inside left or inside right. I always throw the right and the left depending on if they're going into a left-hand corner or a right-hand corner.
All right, and the last question we have comes from Kristen Vallis. Wonders how one learns to spot, and also who gave you your first spotting job.
I don't know if you just learn how to do it prior to getting the chance to do it. My opportunity came with Petty Enterprises back in 97-ish, I guess, when Kyle Petty was at Petty Enterprises, and I had been a rear tire carrier and a transport driver and was coming off the tire carrying duty, and Robbie Loomis came to me and told me he thought I'd be a good fit and wanted to know if I wanted to give it a shot, and I've been doing it ever since.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot and good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you very much.